Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new reading. I'm Harisha and we are here today to do your career reading for I think a very general message. So this reading is not a time bound reading. Wherever you are in your life right now, whatever career situation you might be facing right now, if you're having some doubts, if you feel like there has been a lot of stability but you need something new in your life regarding your career, then this reading is definitely for you. It doesn't matter if you're a student, if you're a business person, if you are somebody who loves their job. This reading is for everybody who needs to attain some much needed peace, much needed content in their careers. So, this reading is divided into three piles. Please choose the pile you feel that you are called for. There are three piles. You can see the picture now. The timestamps are in the description box below. Take a deep breath and choose a pile, and we'll quickly start with your reading. If you need to pause this video, please make sure to pause the video, take your time, and choose a pile from the description box. So before further ado, let's start with your reading. Hi everybody who picked pile number 1. So if you picked this beautiful card of rejuvenation, plant and green tourmaline, this reading is for you. If you're called to this card, this is a straightaway sign that you need to rejuvenate yourself. As you can see in the card, the number 2, 3, 23, 5, 6, all these are numbers which you might see around you a lot. Maybe you see them in repetition, maybe you see them in a very generic but continuing format, like you see 2s, see 3s, 5s, 6s very often throughout your day. Then please take it as a sign that you need to bring that rejuvenation in your life. You need to bring that relaxation in your life. So as you can see this image here, there is this beautiful tree which has been a very age-old tree. It has been growing for so many years, and there are beautiful green tourmalines coming out of it. It is just a very peaceful, very calm, very soothing energy. Probably it is something you might want to attract in your life, or probably you have been going through a phase of rejuvenation and you're wanting to create what can we say, much needed good efforts out of your this phase. So this card is definitely for you. Rejuvenation can also mean that you just stop worrying for a bit and let things flow for some time. It's like, just like this tree, somebody might have planted this seed, or the tree just grew out of somewhere, right? But in the forests, there are so many trees, nobody nurtures them, still it grows, still it gets the nutrients it wants, still it gets the water, still it gets the sunlight somehow. Same way, you need to let your life unfold for some time and just take care of yourself. Just replenish your energy. Just make sure that whatever you are in right now needs a bit of, what can we say, time out, where you can understand what you really want, where you can understand what your physical thoughts, what your mental thoughts are asking you to go forward towards, whether it is your particular situation, whether it is your whole career, whether it is certain job, whether it is a project you might be having, or whether it is just about deciding what career field you want to go in if you are a student. This is just a sign that you need to take a time out. You need to just let things be for a while so that you can create that much needed stability in your career going forward. So that's it for the first card. Let's see what your tarot messages are. So we're doing a very mini reading because I haven't put out career readings often on this page. If you feel like this reading resonates with you, please make sure to comment down below and let me know, so that I can post career reading every month for you all. Alright, so the career tarot messages for you are, oops, That's too many cards. Alright, the first is Nine of Cups, Four of Swords. I love this because Four of Swords is a card of rejuvenation. That's why I love shuffling so much. And Five of Wands. Okay, so this is a reading which is a very chaotic. Probably you are somebody who is wanting to pursue something, who's wanting to go in a particular direction, but somehow your life is not really giving you that breather, not really giving you that space that you would go forward towards it. So what I see here is that you really need to relax. You really need to take that time out. We'll decipher the actual meanings of the cards, but this is the general message what I'm giving you, because forcing things too much is not taking you anywhere, right? So why not try something different? This is exactly what the cards say. Now let's go into deeper meanings. So your first card is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about having a certain wish or a desire you are working on. You can keep on working on it. It's not something you don't need to do. You can keep on working on it. You just need to detach from its outcome and keep on working, keep on building those blocks, because probably you might be in a foundation stage of it and it is not the right time for you to receive it in terms of your wish coming true right now. So probably you need to wait for some time before the wish comes true. You need to go through some more learning from the life lessons or from whatever is going to come ahead in your life right now. So I think this is something which is called for right now. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Don't worry so much, don't think so much. If you need to take a break, you can. If you feel like this is something really you want to do, which I can see from the cards, then you can keep on doing it instead of worrying of the instead of worrying about the results. My grammar has gone crazy. Instead of worrying about the results, because this is something which will take somewhat of a time. So instead of just forcing things, instead of just making things happen badly, you need to take a time out, because that's exactly what your second card says. The Four of Swords talks about taking a break, resting yourself, because if you don't go through that break, if you don't take that break at the right time, the universe will make you do it. So it's a very simple process, where sometimes if you're called for taking a break and you don't take a break, let's say you keep on working, you overwork yourself and eventually you fall sick and then you are made to take a break. So energetically, this right now is the correct time for you to take a breather. You can take these weeks very slowly. You can just relax, you can just be with yourself, enjoy every moment. You can just focus on one thing at a time instead of putting all kinds of pressure on yourself together. So this is exactly what I'm feeling right now, and it's a very easy breezy kind of a situation. All right, your last card is the Five of Wands. So as I just said, if there is overworking involved, you might have some sort of, what can we say, exertion or exhaustion or frustrating situations coming up if you don't listen to your body, or if you don't listen to your soul right now. If you do that, you might get a way out for keeping everything in just its own boundaries and sorting things out as and when they come, being solution focused instead of seeing this kind of a situation where there is so much of resistance, there is so much of fights, whether it is internally or whether it is with a team member or a fellow colleague or just somebody you work with. So what I really feel here is that you need to understand the dynamics of how a team works, or you need to understand the dynamics of how your desire will take shape in the future, so that you can internally reverse engineer it in order to make it something fruitful, instead of just focusing at something and not planning the points behind it. All right, so just utilize this break for something really, really nice. All right, so that's your tarot cards for now. Let's see what oracle messages we have. We'll be doing a yes or a no message at the end too, so you can ask a yes or a no question, and we'll just pick out one card from a new deck, and we'll see whether it is a clear-cut yes or a no. If the answer is somewhat dependent or on the situation or something, we'll pull out another card to find it out. All right, so your oracle message from the daily inspiration crystals is, all right, golden healer quartz. Open the door. I like this very much. I'll just pick out one more. Okay, the first card, celestite, soothe your soul. Look at it, just look at it. The card just fell out of my hand. Let's see what other cards we have. It's from the Mermaid Messages deck. It is one of my favorite decks in my collection because the messages are really, really so straightforward, so simple to understand. I love it, absolutely. All right, abundance. This is something you are looking for. So, all right, let's start with your oracle cards first. The first one is golden healer quartz. Oh my god, the card is stuck to the table. Yes, golden healer quartz. This is a card for this is a crystal which is just like the master healer crystal, but in golden color. So it accesses to your solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra simultaneously. Those both chakras are there to activate your energies about your success, about your abundance, about your self-confidence, about your growth, about your creativity. So I think this is a perfect crystal because right now is the time for you to activate those chakras and put them into proper understanding of what you really want in life. So I think this is a very clear message. Other detailed message I'll definitely read out to you from the book, but I'll just decipher what I feel from these cards. The second one is my favorite crystal from whole crystal range is celestite. Celestite, soothe your soul, is a crystal which has such beautiful calming energies. I had one celestite crystal, but it broke, so I had to let it go eventually. Maybe I wasn't called for it right back then, but yeah, sooner or later I'll add it to my collection. Anyway, so soothe your soul is definitely a part of rejuvenation, where you don't let your mental ability, physical ability, emotional ability to just run out of resources. Instead of just feed them some good thoughts, just make yourself happy, relaxed, and make this work for you so that you have the energy to take what it comes in terms of challenges in the next times. So I think this is a very clear message. The next card we have here is abundance. Abundance is the card which talks about finding your own way, finding your own abundance in terms of who you are, in terms of what you want to be as a person, in terms of what you want to do in life. It can be called as your ikigai, but abundance can also talk about finally finding that financial stability you've been looking for, or finally getting the job you've been wanting, finally being able to crack that opportunity that has presented to you, but you are confused whether you should take it up or not. So I think abundance is one of those cards which affirms that. So this is like the perfect reading where the god is giving you signs that you just need to relax, because whatever you're manifesting is coming towards you. At the same time, taking a break. This is like the most perfect thing ever. It's like knowing that there is a movie, but the ending, so you can just chill out and watch the movie. how it goes forward. All right, so as promised, let's see what these cards mean according to the book. Oh my god, I've become very slow. Does that happen to you guys? Anyway, yes. Golden Healer Quartz, open the door. Take it easy. You're ready to begin the process towards some form of healing. Oh my goodness, you have two cards for that. Think about an aspect of your life that is calling for your attention. Unlock the door in your subconscious mind so you can remember and overcome any experiences or feelings you may have blocked out. Core questions: in which area of your life are you ready to begin your healing journey? What can you do to make yourself comfortable as you open the door to healing? This is exactly why I like shuffling on camera. You can affirm by saying, I begin my healing journey right now. Today, choose one area of your life that could use extra dose of healing. Takes 5 minutes of your day in the take 5 minutes of your day with the starting that you write down about your feelings. So I think this is a clear-cut sign. Let's see what Celestite has to say. Yes, soothe your soul, Celestite. Trust that things will happen in your life for a reason. It's natural to worry about the unknown, but try tapping into hope instead. Take the action when you believe you can help or change the outcome of a situation. If not, try to replace any anxiety or tension with more positive thoughts. I told you, you need to balance yourself. Soothe your mind, body, and spirit with the comforting notion that it will be okay in the end. The universe unfolds as it should, just like this reading has unfolded in such a magical way. Make sure that you do it for yourself. You make that happen to yourself. Core questions: how does worry serve you, and what can you tell yourself to ease your worries? You can affirm, I trust that all will be well. So I think this is like the best reading. It has, really pepped me up. I don't know why. All right, so for your yes and no reading, you can think of a question right now regarding your career, whether it is a yes or a no, and I'll just pick out one card and I'll tell you what your answer is. So group 1, yes and no answer is Seven of Pentacles. So this is a sign for a maybe card. I just pick out one if we get any confirmation. If we don't, the Hermit. The Hermit talks about taking a break. The Hermit talks about, just catching on yourself a bit more, introspecting more. So I think this here is your yes answer, because both cards talk about progress, both cards talk about slow progress, but they do talk about progress. So I think this is your clear-cut sign. Alright, so that's all what I have for you in this reading. I hope you had a lot of fun, because it was absolutely magical for me to do it. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please make sure to comment down below and let me know that this reading was useful for you. If you feel called to, please make sure to join my Neophilia core community. The details are on the screen below and the link is in the description box. If you again feel called to, you can follow me on Instagram. It is Neophilia_crystals. It is my spirituality page, where we talk about all things tarot and crystals, and we talk about healing, we talk about manifestation, and a lot more. So that is something which would really make me happy. Apart from that, please make sure to subscribe us here on YouTube. You can check out our daily shorts. We put out one short video every single day. It is 15 seconds, small videos. You can check those out as well. Please make sure to subscribe, because it is a great way of supporting our journey here on YouTube. And if this makes you happy, please make sure to like this video and share it with your friends and family who this video really might be helpful for. So that's all what I have for you today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello and everyone, welcome to your reading. Everybody who picked pile number 2, if you picked this beautiful card of rebirth with the Shivalingam and the spring message with the number 21, this message is for you. So as you know, this is a career reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest, because this is a very general reading. I do offer personal readings, the details are in the description box, so please make sure to check it out. Alright, the number here is 21, so either number 1, 2, 3, 222s, 111s, these numbers will be very much visible to you if this message is really for you, if you believe in signs and synchronicities, that is. Alright, so the message is for rebirth. The rebirth here is talking about transformation. It is talking about changing into somebody who is called for right now in your life. Probably you have a phase in life where you are not able to tolerate things, where you are not able to understand why things are happening the way they are, because it's getting really uncomfortable now. It's getting really, what can we say, irritating. It's getting very shallow. It's getting very out of what can we say, out of tolerance for you in terms of blocking out your emotions. It's like, you're just living for the sake of it. So this situation here is going to definitely change. You have to transform yourself for that. The more you resist yourself, the more the situation will go on. The more you welcome change, the more you'll see that there are new doors waiting to open for you. The second message here is for the spring. As you can see, spring means beautiful flowers, a good season coming forward, summer season coming forward. So this is your sign that, whatever it is that you have been waiting for, whatever it is that you have been really wanting to see in your life as changes, as different kinds of expectations, they need to be shed right now, because probably you are stuck to how things should happen instead of what kind of things should happen. So instead of focusing on the ways, you focus on the outcome and leave it to the universe that how those things come to you as and when you're ready. So I think this is something which is very specific for some of you. Alright, the crystal here given for this particular card is Shivalingam. As you know, Shiva is a Hindu god. Now Shiva is all about understanding yourself on a deeper level as a soul, as somebody who is going through the journey of life. So this here is all about understanding your soul and awakening to an experience which is called for right now in your life. So maybe if you tap into somewhat of spirituality, maybe if you tap into some sort of crystals, meditations, affirmations, it is going to help you a lot. Trust me, I'm saying this because I've gone through some of the very difficult phases in my life, and this is something which brought me much needed happiness, much needed, what can we say, pacifying by itself when I started learning meditations. So this here right now is your message, is your sign that do something to understand your soul better. Alright, so that is with your first card. Let's see what tarot messages we have for you. I'm going to do an on camera shuffle. We're also going to pick out oracle cards, and we're also going to do a yes or a no reading. So you just can think of a question and I'll just pull out some cards from the other deck and find out whether your answer is straight away yes or a no. Alright, so the tarot cards for group 2, too many cards. Group 2 are the Lovers, oh wow, 5 of Swords and 10 of Swords. Okay, this makes way too much sense in your reading. I just pull out one more. Four of Wands. That there is your affirmation. All right. So looking at the general flow of your reading, there is many things that are going on right now. So instead of you focusing on why things are happening with you, please start focusing on your own growth. Please start focusing on your own happiness, on self-love, on understanding your journey in life, whether it is your career, whether it is your job, whether it is something you are wanting to do, but now it is like more of a frustrating zone for you. So I think that this is a clear sign that you need to go through this so that you find out a career which is going to give you a lot of happiness. Probably you are in a career where your teammates or your family are not at all supportive of you and you are kind of lonely there. There are a lot of clashes, there are a lot of verbal splats happening, there are a lot of what can we say, office kind of games, dirty games happening, and you are just fed up of it. There's if you're a student, if you are somebody who's looking for a new job, if you're looking to crack the fresher job of your career or something like that, it is more like frustrating for you because you kind of find yourself alone when you're trying to do something. So just make sure that this is a part of your learning process. This is a part of something which was supposed to happen in your life so that you learn important soul lessons out of it. Just don't lose hope. Just let this phase go, because when this phase ends, beautiful things are coming towards you. I'm telling you this right away. All right, so let's just see how these messages unfold for you. So the first card is the Lovers card. Lovers card, because this is a career reading here, it really gives me a vibe that it is all about getting on this journey because you were attracted towards it, and everything might have happened on a very quick note. Everything might have happened on a very what can we say, surprising way, where you're not expecting things to happen and things happen, but slowly and steadily you found out that this has just been a trap for you. It doesn't make you feel right, because your next card is the Five of Swords card. The Five of Swords card can also be talking about a lot of egos involved in your situation, whether it is with your family, yourself. Probably you might have stepped onto that zone. I told you in the starting also, this card can talk about being emotionally blocked out, so it is a very natural thing to happen. If things are triggering you, let them, because that is how you will learn. Okay, the next card is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords card talks about a karmic cycle here. So when we talk about karmic cycle goes on for births and births according to all kinds of mythology. So your karmic cycle probably is going to end here with this career thing. This is the very last phase you are going through. So just make sure to be strong, be very confident, be very powerful in who you are. I know it is difficult. I know it can be very much shattering. It can be very much heartbreaking. It can be a very isolating journey. Point number one, we are always listening. You can DM us on Instagram. You can comment here on YouTube and we will get back to you. Number two, trust me, this is just old karmas clearing out. So just hold on to that hope, because beautiful things are coming for you. This is a card of stability. This is a card of celebration. Four of Wands is a card of having that milestone in your life. So just wait towards it and let things be, let things unfold for you, let things come in a way which will give you the much needed happiness, the much needed peace, the much needed smile on your face. So just hold on to it. Alright, let's see what oracle cards say. So this is the daily crystal inspiration deck. Let's see what message from which crystal do we have for you. Oops, that was like way too many crystals. Alright, so the first card here is Jade, be the bigger person. And second card here is Christ of Praise, allow yourself to receive. I think both cards here make a lot of sense. Why? Because firstly, both cards have green crystals. Green crystals talks about heart chakra. Green crystals talk about healing your emotions. Green crystals overall talk about bringing that much needed clarity about what you are feeling and bringing that self-love in your life. So I think that's just a overview. Alright, let's dive deep into the messages. So the Christ of Praise talks about allow yourself to receive. Maybe you're becoming too harsh on yourself. Maybe you have completely blocked out your emotions and you are turning into a person you were definitely not before. So this card is asking you to, just take a back seat and start receiving what good things life has to offer you apart from every kind of crazy shit that is going on in your life. So I think this is a great message because you need to understand that for everything bad, there is an equal amount of blessing that happens in your life. So maybe you just be grateful for your family being present. You just be grateful that you have food to eat. Just be grateful for the internet where you can access so much of free knowledge. So I think this is something which will give you that balancing, that letting go of negativity kind of a phase. The next is Jade, which says be the bigger person. Being the bigger person here is denoted in a way where you just don't hold on to little grudges. You just don't hold on to fights. You just don't hold on to your ego. You just don't hold on to being right all the time. It's okay to let others win for some time. It's okay to let others argue and let them be on their own, and you just focus on you being you being this peaceful transitioned person who just focuses on peace, and that's it. So I think this is a very clear message for you. Both these crystals are available with us on our Instagram store. So if you're looking for crystals, make sure to DM us there and we can send those to you. Energized crystals, okay? It's not just sending crystals out of the blue. I energize all my crystals myself and then send those to you. So I think that is a very important message I have for you. The next deck we have here is the Mermaid messages. Let's see what Mermaid message do we have for group number 2. So for group number 2, the message I'm wanting here is letting go. Oh my god, see, this is exactly why I love shuffling on camera. This exact thing happened in the earlier pile as well. The magic unfolded in a very beautiful way. Letting go talks about, just understanding that certain things are not in your control. Certain people are not in your control. Your career is not in your control. This reading has definitely transpired into something way deeper than just career readings. So just take it as a general message. Just take it as a life message if it resonates with you. Letting go talks about letting go of all those expectations you have from your life. You have from God, you have from your family, you have from your partner, friends, everything. Just let everything go. Focus on yourself. Just be who you are truly. Just embrace your inner child. Just try to hug yourself. Just try to, be your own hope. That is when you will start feeling those emotions again, where you feel much appreciated by yourself. Because honestly, everybody goes through phases where they feel like, there's something wrong with me. I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to do that. I look like that. I have no skills and blah blah blah. It's very common thing to happen. I go through that very often, and I know a lot of you too. So letting go talks about letting go of all those negativity from your life and just focus on being happy, just focus on being very much of a aware soul who knows what they're thinking, who knows what they're feeling, who knows what they want in their life. So I think this is a very good reading. It's a very heavy one, but just make sure to take it in a very general way. Take what resonates and leave the rest, because this is something that might not resonate with everybody. If this pile doesn't resonate, make sure to choose another pile or wait for our new career video. But that's all what I have for the reading. Let's find out your yes or no question. So you can ask one question to this video, and I'll pull out card to give you a clear-cut yes or a no answer. So the yes or no message for group 2 is 3 of Wands. It is a no for now, but somewhat patience, somewhat waiting game can help you progress in your situation and find out a new way. So I think that should give you some sort of clarity regarding your situation. But that's all what I have for you today. Please make sure to like this video, comment down below if this reading resonated with you, and make sure to subscribe our channel to support our journey here on YouTube. You can also join my email list where we do permanent discounts for every one of our members. We do updates on our emails. We give educational emails to everybody who is interested in reading those, understanding life on a bit more spiritual level. So I think that is going to be very helpful for you if this is your situation right now. It is free to join. The link is in the description box below, and the details are here on your screen as well. Apart from that, please make sure to follow us on Instagram, as we everybody knows that it is something nobody can keep off, so we are also there. We do daily postings, we do quick messages there as well. We talk about all things crystals, tarot, manifestation, healing. We talk about spirituality. So it's like a newbie game for everybody who's trying to understand themselves a little bit better. So I think that's all for now. I have given you too many instructions anyway, but that's all what I have for you today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello everybody who picked pile number 3. This reading is for you. This is a very general career reading, so make sure to take what resonates and leave the rest. So everybody who picked this pile which talks about truth and integrity, this reading is for you. So first of all, it is card number 32. So numbers 3, 2, 6, 9, these numbers are for you. So make sure to take those into consideration. Just start noticing little signs which universe gives you. How often do you notice these numbers? Let's talk about truth and integrity. Maybe in your life right now, in your career right now, you're just trying to please somebody as much as you can so that you can grow fast forward. But right now it is time to align with yourself. It is time to be truthful, be loyal to yourself, and have those integral boundaries where you just don't take shit from anybody. You don't take manipulativeness from anybody. You just don't let anybody walk all over you. That is what all this talks about. Another one is summer. Summer, as we all know, is the hottest of all the seasons. So this card is asking you to ignite those fiery energies in you, ignite those hot, passionate energies in you, and just listen to what is being called for in your heart, what feels true to you in your situation right now, and just follow that. Another thing we have here is turquoise. Turquoise itself is a crystal of throat chakra. Throat chakra talks about communication. It talks about being open to people about what you really feel. Be communicative about what you need in your life right now, what others need to give to you in terms of understanding a healthy boundary. So just make sure to have those things in your mind. If you are somebody who is a people pleaser, who says yes to everything just to make everybody happy, just make sure to understand that slowly and steadily you are losing your own energy, and it won't come back, because people will just get their things done and leave. And when it is time for you to bear the fruits of your actions, nobody will be around. So it is high time for you to just take your own stand, just speak up for yourself, take what's right, fight for your own rights, and things should start getting better, because this is just the starting of it. If you don't start right now, things might get even worse. I'm so sorry to break it out to you, but you are strong enough to do it. So just make sure to step into yourself, step into this powerful being you are, and then go ahead with full force. All right, let's start with your tarot reading. So the tarot messages for the group 3 are 9 of Pentacles, Strength, Knight of Pentacles. I think this is a very, very, very good reading. It is a very, what can we say, comfortable reading. This is the energy I'm getting. So first card here is 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles here talks about you finding that much needed stability, you finding that much needed fruits of your actions which you have given yourself. So I guess when we talk about truth and integrity in the previous card, it all comes down to this. So 9 of Pentacles talks about not really being a people's person and practicing self-love and being grateful for whatever you have in life, because that is what is going to attract more in your life. If you are just more into people pleasing, that is all what you will attract, and you definitely would not want that. So all I'm sensing here is that 9 of Pentacles is your card to understand that the stability you want is already yours if you believe it in that way. If you step into enjoying the things you have gained so far, achieved so far, instead of just chasing madly behind people, behind goals, behind those projects, deadlines, and not even enjoying the process whatsoever. So I think this is a very clear message for some of you. The next card is the Strength card. What I'm really getting here is, for somebody who has grown into saying yes to people, it will take a lot of strength for you to take your own ground, because people are not used to that. You are not used to that. So this is the correct time for you to analyze, take small steps towards making sure what you need in your life, what gives you those healthy boundaries, what asks for you to have courage. Because sometimes when you are a people pleaser, people can get really, really pushy, and they can just keep on hurting your emotions, and just because you won't say anything, they won't stop. Maybe these things are not happening with you, maybe these things are happening with you directly or indirectly, but any which way, this is the gist of your reading. So I think it would apply to you somewhere or the other. Just make sure to analyze where it does and where it doesn't. Okay, the last card we have here is the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles can talk about having all and everything you need to progress in life, but somehow you are scared of taking that step alone. You are scared of going ahead because you're wanting to establish your own self, you are wanting to take that new project, or you're wanting to start that small business, or you're wanting to do something which is your true passion and you have been waiting for a long time to do it. This is your sign that you have contemplated enough, and just go for it. everything is in your favor. The universe is going to help you. All three cards are such positive cards, they have such beautiful energies. So just make sure to take this into consideration, that whatever you're trying to do here is going to be rewarded and is going to be very fruitful to you. Just make sure to just go for it instead of thinking so much, worrying about what will people say, worrying about what actually would happen if you do it. Just, that's all BS, that's all just thoughts of your mind. Just go for it altogether and it is going to be amazing for you, trust me. So the tarot messages are here. Let's see what oracle messages I have for you. So the oracle messages for group 3 is Carnelian, feed your creativity, and I'll just pick one more. Rose quartz, open up your heart. Oh, I love this. Alright, so when we talk about Carnelian is your card for sacral chakra. So when we talk about those butterfly feelings where you feel isolation, where you feel bad, where you feel so much stuck, where you feel like you're going to lose everything, this is where this crystal would help you. It will help you create those good happy hormones in you, create those energies of happy vibrations, which brings in creativity, which brings in much needed confidence, which brings in much needed understanding that okay, you are ready to go for it. Okay, the next up we have is rose quartz, open up your heart. So maybe when we talked about all these previous messages, you have turned into a person who is not really listening to their emotions much often, because everything around you is about people, is about finding that result, is about meeting those deadlines, is about just having goals and blindfoldedly working on them. But that's not what life is. Life is enjoying each and every pace as and when you can. So it's time to open up your heart and understand those emotions, understand each and every scenario is for you to enjoy, each and every moment is for you to enjoy. All right, next up we have mermaid messages. So let's see what message do I have for pile number 3. The message is contemplation. I just talked about it, that there has been enough of contemplation. You don't need to do any more of it. Just go for whatever you're thinking for, just go for what makes you feel right, just go for whatever is giving you that happiness. Just go for it instead of overthinking so much. I'll just read it out to you from the book. All right, yes, this situation calls for you to think deeply, using your wisdom, imagination to arrive at wholesome solutions. If you're somebody who is into contemplating their future, letting them know the importance of staying positive state of mind when going through this process is what is going to give you good results. So it is wise to be mindful of this as you contemplate and play with possibilities. When you contemplate a lot, there can be certain things which can step into anxiety. If you have been doing this a lot, you might be experiencing things which bring you results apart from your physical reality, as if your mind is portraying them. So if you have done this enough, it is time for you to take action. The universe is calling for you to go ahead and take away all those worries and show your mind what really the result is. I think this is a straightaway message from the book itself, that if you are somebody who is thinking a lot, then take actions, which I can already feel from your tarot cards itself. But if you are somebody who is just at things, then you might take a back seat and just think about your actions. What fruit is that bringing? How it is a turning situation, what is going on, and how things are gonna be. So I think this is a very clear message. When I talked about yes or no reading, what we are going to do here is I'm going to ask you to just think of some questions. A lot of cards fell out. So I'm just going to ask you to think of a question, and I'm just going to pick out one card. Whatever that card denotes, I'll give you a straight away yes or no from those cards. Alright, so you can start about thinking your question. So the yes or no card for pile number 3 is Temperance. It is no for now. I'll just pull out one more since it fell out. Yes, 5 of Wands. This is a confirmation. It is a clear-cut no for you right now. So maybe it is time for you to think about certain different things. If this is something really you wanted, if this was a confirmation that whatever you're doing, it won't turn out in a bad way, congratulations. No, nothing bad is going to happen, and everything is going to turn out in a very beautiful way. So when we talked about crystals, your turquoise, carnelian and rose quartz, all 3 are available in our workshop. Please make sure to DM us on Instagram at neophilia_crystals. That's all what I have for you in your reading. Just a second, I've made some sort of a mess. Oh my god. Yeah, done. So make sure to please DM us on Instagram at neophilia_crystals. Please make sure to follow us there as well, because we share daily content there. If you like this video, please make sure to comment down below and let us know. Share it with your friends and family, and make sure to subscribe, because it is a great way of supporting our journey here on YouTube. You can also join my Neophilia core community. The details are on the screen. You can find the link in the description box, and it will be great to have you in our core community, because it is a beautiful place where there is a lot of healing happening just by minimal terms of contact, no extra charges, just by being there in our email list. So make sure to do it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.